Okay. Good morning, afternoon, and evening, everyone. Glad that you're joining again. And of course, a big welcome, Teshidili, to Dongsung Shabdrung Rinpoche, who's in India at the moment. And yeah, Rinpoche already was so kind to teach us like 3 weeks ago on the essence of Madhyamika. And then many of those participants, and maybe some of you are here again, they requested that Rinpoche will teach again. So this is happening today. And the topic today is, understanding karma, since it's such an important and fundamental and all-pervasive principle in Buddhist view. So thank you, Rinpoche, for your availability and your readiness to teach us on this. And thank you all for joining. And let's start with prayers. Okay.
Sanje, you will decide, no?
Maybe up to you.
No, you will decide. No?
Okay. In the Buddha, Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly, I take refuge until I attain enlightenment. Through the merit of practicing generosity and the rest, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. In the Buddha, Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly, I take refuge until I attain enlightenment. Through the merit of practicing generosity and the rest, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. In the Buddha, Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly, I take refuge until I attain enlightenment. Through the merit of practicing generosity and the rest, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. And the four immeasurables. May all sentient beings enjoy happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they never be separated from the genuine happiness devoid of suffering. And may they dwell in boundless equanimity that is free from attachment and aversion. The ground is purified with scented water and strewn with flowers. It is adorned with Sumeru, the king of mountains, the four quarters of the universe, and the sun and the moon. Thinking of it as the blessed Buddha feels, I offer it. By virtue of this offering, may all beings here and now attain the happiness of that pure land. Tram Guru Ratna Mandala Putsa Mega Saputra Saparana Samaya Ahom. In accordance with the capabilities and diverse aspirations of sentient beings, we ask you to please turn the wheel of Dharma, of the greater, lesser, or conventional vehicles. Thank you.
Okay. Kongi tenchi deji nye keji nye lan charawaka lama tenji dawa ko doji jenji pelande sanje kunda lama rumba jen tenji chuji jela songa de nyame kari jenji toje deji pardo kundu jenji lo namo hlaya keda lo da nye jingi dowa mdata miye ke namda dowa kunji chanam chesan para tamche ke tunda ke choten dawa. Okay, so well then good morning for the European people, and then good afternoon for the Indian people who live in India, and good evening for the people who live in other country in Asia, maybe Malaysia or other places. Okay, so then since last time that we talk about this essence of Madhyamika, so this time again that that you have already seen that we're going to talk about understanding karma, yeah? Because when we are saying understanding karma, so it is obviously, so for the Buddhist practitioner or for the Buddhist people, so it is so important. It is like a very fundamental and compulsory, yeah? So to understand the karma. Like without understanding karma, so it is not possible to practice Buddhism in proper way at all. So due to that, it is very important. When we are talking about the karma, it is not only a Buddhism, because in other religion like a Hindu and all those other religion, they also believe the karma. Yeah? Karma actually means like in a Sanskrit, karma means action, isn't it? Sometimes in a Hindi we call the karam. Karam, karma is the same thing only. So it's which means action. So when we are talking about the action, so for everybody, so it is very important to know what should be doing, what we should be doing it, yeah. Because this is not only for the Buddhism, for everybody. Because when we say like living, when you are alive, you have to do something, isn't it? Because even if you are like no matter, even if you are staying at home or even if you are going out eating, whatever, every day, every time, you should be doing something, isn't it? So that is why when we are doing something, then it is obviously important to know what should be doing and what should not be doing, isn't it? Otherwise, like we are always doing something, then if you don't know what is like right or wrong, so then it is a big problem because whole our life we are doing something without knowing what we should be doing. That is the biggest problem. So due to that, so karma is like one of the very fundamental and most important. So if you are alive, even if you are dead also, but still that you are doing something, isn't it? For the Buddhist point of view, even if you are dead, it doesn't mean that you will not do anything, yeah? Because maybe in the pardo or maybe in some other like realm that you are doing something. So anyhow, there is like without doing, so it is not possible to be like how to say function, isn't it? So 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 due to that, so karma is the very important role in our life. So especially for the practitioner. So because if you are a Buddhist practitioner, then if you don't know like what is the right and what is the wrong in the Buddhism, then you will not do things like according to the Buddhist. So due to that, so I think we all should be uh, we all should understand karma deeply and very profoundly. It's a very like important. So even though like when we say the karma, most of the time, because if you are like a senior Buddhist, if you have joined the Buddhist for a very long period of the time, we all think like, oh, I know the karma. So like we all think like karma is like a very like a basic and like not difficult subject. So we all think like, oh, what should be knowing about the karma? Yeah, I know it's like karma is like if you do good, you will have a good result. If you do bad, you will have a bad result. So if you put like one way, it is very like simple. If you put like karma is very simple. If you put another way, like each and everything, whatever we do, it is connected with the karma. But how many times in our life we are confused? Because like I think like most of the time, so it's very like difficult to like difficult to choose because in our life, like especially nowadays in our modern life, so people have much more of like opportunity due to that. So we all have like a greater option and much more opportunity. Due to that, we always like confuse like to choose. Like even if you want, even if when we are choosing for the food also, we are also confused, yeah, sometimes. Like especially if you go to the like a buffet restaurant, so you will confuse what to eat and what not to eat because there are so many variety and so many things, yeah. So due to that, what I mean to say, it is not only about the food. Each and every action, there is so many things to do, so many things like so many opportunities, so many options. Then like without knowing the karma properly, then you are confused. Like which one is like which one you should be doing and which one you should not be doing. We are always confused, yeah. I think due to that, I also find like karma is like another point of view. If you put in another way, karma is very deep and like we don't really understand karma properly. So due to that, I was saying that like that like for example in our life like many of the time when we are talking about the positive karma, negative karma, virtuous deed and non-virtuous deed. So I think like many of us that we know by number the name, like a virtuous deed, non-virtuous deed. We know by the name. But like when it comes to the understanding deeply, so how much we know the meaning, real meaning of those like virtuous deed and non-virtuous deed. Because like when we do things wrong, we do things wrong, we don't really afraid. Many people they are not feeling afraid. Instead, like nowadays, like so if you can like if you can cheat, so if you can like deceive some people, so like many of the in the field, they think they are very smart. So they are capable to deceive other people. They are capable to sell, which is not worth it. Yeah? So if you can sell things that which is not worthy at all, so you think that you are smart. Yeah? So this kind of the thing that this kind of thing, we are not feeling afraid of it. Yeah? Instead of that, we think we are very smart. So this kind of idea, because we are not understanding karma properly. So due to that, I always tell people like karma, uh, the teaching karma is the one of the most encouraging teaching, one of the most encouraging teaching to be a good person, to be a like being a human, good human being, because when we are saying like karma, when we are saying karma, so the one thing is that because most of the people that when we feel that like if we do good thing, if we do good thing, then so they don't really have trust. They don't really have a confidence. It will give you the good result. I think like this is the like one of the key reason why people are not not how to say engaging doing a good, being a good, yeah. Because like in the karma, so it is always explaining that when we are talking about the karma, no matter whatever you do, so it will be not wasted. No matter whatever you do, it will be not wasted. Whether it is good, whether it is bad. So it will be not wasted. So this is the actually state like a statement in a Vinaya. It has said that Lujinam Jilenam ne Kalwajaya Chumisa. So like all those action that we did, we accumulate, even if it like after like 100 years, so it will be not wasted still. So like this is the like law of cause and effect. Karma is the law of cause and effect. Yeah. Due to that, like understanding karma will really encourage you, like to do good thing and to not doing a bad thing, isn't it? So otherwise, if you like for example, if you're very sure, if you invest some kind of the money or your time, so it will surely give you the result and good result, then you will not hesitate to do that. You will not hesitate to invest that. Yeah, whether you want to invest your time or whether you want to invest your money or whatever, you will not hesitate it. You will do it if you are very sure, 100%. So similar like that, if you are 100% sure, if you help benefit other, so it will give you the good result for the surely. If you have a 100% confident, then you will not hesitate to do and help others. So that is why, so it is important to understand the karma properly, because with that, so it will help you to like to do a good things. So anyhow, so usually when like Buddha has taught about the karma, so it's mainly that I would say like when it's like Four Noble Truths, yeah, Four Noble Truths. When Buddha has taught the Four Noble Truths at the very beginning, then he has mentioned like at the very beginning, the origin of all the samsara, origin of the all samsara is two things. Nyemomba, kunjung denpa is like leji kunjung ta nyemombe kunjung. The first thing is like defilement. The origin of all samsara is the defilement. Then another thing is karma. These two things is the origin of all samsara. Origin of all samsara. Because in generally, when we are talking about the karma, so it's mainly that we talk about this Kunjung Demba. It's like origin, truth of origin of all. Because when we are talking about the karma, because usually when we're saying the virtue and non-virtue deed, virtue and non-virtue karma, positive, negative karma, so it will give you the good result and bad result. It is mainly, it has explaining within samsara when we are talking about this first noble truth. Because if you are like, if you giving something, so it will, so you, in the next life, you will become a rich. So giving is cause for the becoming rich, and all those kind of the like stop gewachu, migewachu. Usually we say like migewachu, 10 non-virtuous deed, and then like 10 virtuous deed. When we are talking about the 10 non-virtuous deed, so if you think all this like all these 10 non-virtuous deed, so it is simply explaining how to be a good person, isn't it? It's giving like a human value, because when we are talking about if you stop doing all this like 10 non-virtuous deed, you will become a good person. You will become a like a really like authentic, genuine person, isn't it? Genuine person, because like for when we are talking about 10 non-virtuous deed, it's like body, speech, and mind. Yeah, all this like if you don't do a harmful and wrong thing by the physical and speech and mentally, then obviously you are, so you will become a good human being. Yeah, so it is like by teaching karma, it's also showing how to be a like human value, like a good human being. So like one is like a very like fundamental, that so that is like usually like generally when we are talking about the karma. Then another point is like then when we are talking about this naming naming is like a ripening cause and ripening result, because like if you do like if you are killing, so it will like give you the rebirth into the lower realm. Then like if you like all this kind of the this all this non-virtuous deed, so this will give you the different like result, so which means like namingju. All this like contaminated this contaminated virtues and non-virtues deed. All these are like a karma which can give you ripening result. Because when we are talking about karma, there is a different type of karma. One is like it's like a contaminated karma. Another is like samekile, uncontaminated, yeah, uncontaminated karma. Because when we are talking about the contaminated karma, so which will give you result within samsara. Even within the samsara, we can say like lower realms, upper realms, so then like happiness and suffering, all this kind of this kind of the cause and effect. So it gives by this contaminated karma. Then like uncontaminated karma, it is like a cause for cutting down. It is cause of cutting down all this contaminated karma. It's that lamde lamchidemba. It's like the third, no, it's like fourth noble truth. Path noble, truth of path. Yeah, truth of path is the uncontaminated karma, because with that, so it can be like discard and cut down all the contaminated karma. So anyhow, so what I'm here saying is like usually karma has two types. One is like contaminated, another is like uncontaminated. And then generally, when we are talking about karma will give you the rebirth, upper realm, lower realm, all this kind of the karma. It's a within contaminated karma, within samsara. Within samsara, then this kind of the virtuous deed and non-virtuous deed will give a ripening result of taking rebirth in a lower and upper realm. Okay. So is it confusing or is it okay?
Can you give an example, Rinpoche, about this?
Mhm.
Like,
Which one? Example for one? What?
so the uncontaminated karma being the cause for contaminated, like how, a little more explanation
Yeah.
on that.
Usually, we considered this uncontaminated karma as not really functional karma because it has no uh, no power to give rebirth in a lower realm or upper realm. It's actually it is more about liberating oneself from the samsara. Like for example, uncontaminated karma is more like a samya lamchidemba. Samya gile is if you like for example, if you are practicing like a first bhumi, all those first bhumi path and all those kind of the action during the first bhumi path, all those kind of the action, these are uncontaminated karma during the first bhumi. When you reach the first bhumi, then during the meditation period, like any kind of that you are accumulating merit. So all these are you can considering as a uncontaminated karma, but it's just a namesake only. So we give the samik lay is just a lay. The word Tibetan word is the lay. Lay means the karma. So we give the name lay only, but it is not really contaminated karma. Contaminated karma is more if you have when you are in a uh, normal people, ordinary person, when you are mundane state, when you are in a mundane state, if you give if you give money, if you do practicing how to say life releasing kind of all those kind of the practice, so that we are considering also contaminated because when you are doing that practice with the defilement. When we are saying contaminated and uncontaminated means contaminated means mixed with the defilement, because you believe yourself as a truly existing, then you are giving some kind of the money or something, then you believe there's other people who is needed, maybe sick or a beggar or whatever that you believe. All this kind of the way of doing accumulating a merit, it's called the contaminated karma, because you are accumulating merit, but still there is a defilement there, some kind, because you are clinging as existing, truly existing yourself, and then that object and subject, and then the action, everything that you believe, yeah, as a truly existing. Then when we are saying uncontaminated, like if you are doing like without this kind of the belief and clinging, then if you are doing some kind of the like offering or anything, so these are like these are the difference between the contaminated and uncontaminated karma. Then so now I'm just like in a generally that I'm saying, then like within this, like within contaminated karma, some of the karma, it can be ripping within this life. So that is what we call the tongcho nyongjur. Means like if you do like do some kind of the action, accumulate some kind of the karma with a very like a strong emotion, or like a very like those like devotee, like it's those who have achieved result of those like Sharavakas result. Right after that, if you harm them, killing or something, all those kind of the like object, yeah, the one whom you are harming, the object to harm is like very precious. Like likewise, otherwise, like your parents, if you are like killing or like beating or some kind of like your own parents, so this kind of you object is like very precious. If you do with a strong negative emotion and harming those kind of the object, then so it can be ripened within this life only. So there is a different level of like karma. One is called the Tongchen Nyongjur Kile. Some of them is called like Tongchen Jin Nyongjur. It's like a next life. So it can be written in a like next life. Then also like Lentang Jin Nyongjur. Some other karma can be written after like many life also. Due to that, so karma is when we are talking about the karma, it has like a different, the mainly based on like the level of your emotion, negative emotion or positive emotion. It's also same. If you have with a positive emotion, with such a like precious object, like Buddhas or like your parents, if you are benefiting them, so it is like again like with a very strong emotion, it can be written in within this life only. Then like yeah, with a very without having kind of like a faith or devotion or anything, just like simply that you just not having anger or anything, but without having any like faith or devotion, if you just doing any kind of the action like saying the word like without any emotion, maybe like doing prayer, like kind of the thing, like without having any like negative or positive emotion, so strong emotion. So all this kind of thing is like very like less powerful karma. So maybe sometime, so we say that like sometime all those kind of the karma can give give mm, like certainty of giving the result. Some of the karma, it has not it has not certainty of giving a result. But it doesn't mean like each and every karma has no result, because when we are saying the certainty of giving result or not, not means like if in case like if it meet with the obstacle, if it meet with the obstacle, then it will not give result. Of course, so it is like supposed to be giving result. Because of the obstacle, it can be like a destroy. So those karma which has like not very like powerful, so it can be destroyed by the obstacle. So those karma which has like a very like a strong and powerful, which has like a certainty, it will surely give you the result. Like for example, if we say that like one example, like two great disciple of the Buddha is called the Shariputra and Mangaputra, yeah, Mangalputra. So when like Mangalputra, so he has beaten by the non-Buddhist follower, and then make him. I think he passed away beaten by the non-Buddhist, because even though he has already achieved the arhat state, because in his previous life that he has beaten, I think his mother or something. Due to that, so it has. So he like that he has how to say that experiencing that result from many life. So end of that like ending part, like a small little part of that that karma's effect has left due to that when so how to say, like there is like a non-Buddhist like a teacher, one of non-Buddhist teachers. So when he fallen into the hell realm, now that is like a more like a story. So like when he fell into the hell realm, when the Mangaputra, when he went to the benefiting the people, sentient being in the hell realm, then he gave the message to the Mangaputra that please tell my disciple not to follow my path, and then don't make uh, round for his stupa, because if his disciple makes round for his stupa, that gives him more like suffering and more suffering, yeah, more suffering. Due to that, he gave message to the Mangalputra. Then, even though like Mangalputra, actually he is like a most capable disciple of Buddha who can perform miracle things. Yeah, Mangalputra is the one of the he's the most capable disciple who can perform the miracle. Because of that karma, when he deliver message to that teacher's disciple, they get angry and they beat the Mangalputra, so he cannot perform any miracle. Even he has already attained arhat state, he cannot perform any miracle because he cannot run away. So usually like all those arhats, those who have achieved the arhat state, they can fly, they can perform the many miracles. Yeah. So when due to his karma, why I'm explaining this is because certainty and the karma which will give the karma which has certainty to give the result. It's like that kind of the karma. Even if he achieved the arhat state, but he cannot perform any miracle, and then those non-Buddhist teacher disciple beat him to the death. So this kind of the like many story, like even maybe for the different school, so they have maybe a little bit of different explanation. Even like if we talk about general like Theravada school, even the Buddha has wounded by a thorn. Yeah. So yeah, because of the karma. So they believe it is because of the karma. So this kind of the thing that some karma which will surely give the result, but some karma, if you meet the obstacle, so it will not give the result. So yeah, this kind of the so nam nyawang ngebele da mangebele. Okay. Then yeah, so then one thing that I would say is like karma is like something. It's like a very like important point that in order to, I think, in order to like in order to create like a peaceful environmental, because like if people who believes on karma, so they believe like usually I tell people like if like everybody really believes on karma, then we don't need a policeman. We don't need because there will be no like how to say criminal, because like karma means like because if you really like people, if they really believe like harming other people will give yourself a bad result, so then of course like they will not harm others. Yeah. Then and then like one thing is like then one thing is, another point is that like because usually that when we are saying like karma, so then it will not make you feel like, it will not make you feel like helplessly, because usually in our life, so there's so many times that we feel like we cannot do anything, isn't it? So we cannot do anything. So like this is like beyond something that your capability. So if you understand the karma properly, karma is telling you that karma is making believe yourself. Yeah. Karma teaching is that you are your own protector, because it is saying that like whatever that you are now, it is because whatever you did. Yeah. So it will help you to believe yourself, isn't it? Because otherwise if you like a certain thing that like if it is beyond you, you cannot change it, and then so you feel like now that you are helpless, isn't it? When we are talking, if karma is teaching you that like no matter whatever that in your future, it's like your future is what you will do now, isn't it? Because each and every karma, each and every action you do, it will give result. So due to that, I think it's like very beneficial and very important for like especially for this like modern modern time, because without having this kind of the confidence, then people lose lose their hope, because many of the time that we think so it is beyond us, means you are losing hope. Yeah, karma is giving you hope because you can change everything, but it doesn't mean within this life or that a certain so it is not like we are not capable to understand the time and period. For example, each and every a seed. So each and every seed, they have they have a capability to produce the plant, isn't it? Shoot or that then give result. But we don't know the timing period. Yeah, when maybe 1 month, 2 months, 1 year, 2 year, that we are not sure. It's similar each and every karma has each and every action. If we put in a general way, each and every action has a how to say that potential. Each and every action has the potential to produce or give result. So no matter big or small or when, that no matter. So it has a, so if you have that kind of the understanding, if you have that kind of the belief, then there is still hope. No matter what situation that you are, it can be changed. You can change that your that state, that your situation. So due to that, understanding karma is very important. So for the every Buddhist or non-Buddhist, so that gives you the hope also. And then when we are talking about here again that this Buddhist practitioner, yeah, Buddhist practitioner is that whatever practice that we do, any practice we do, so it has based on a karma. Because no matter whether you do a offering, whether you do prostration, whether you do sadhana and everything, if you understand karma properly, then you will know what you are doing, isn't it? What you are doing. So what will be the result that your action? What will be the result for your action? So due to that, so without understanding karma, so for the Buddhist practitioner, you are not capable to do practice. Sometimes that we have how to say that doubt. Yeah. So I did so much good thing, so much good deed and helping people, but still nothing is changing, nothing is like improving. So this kind of the question will not arise. So if you have like a proper understanding of the karma, because the first thing is like karma doesn't mean like it does not show that it will give result within this life. Then the second thing is that if you have intention to receive to something in a return, that is already that is already a wrong way of accumulating karma, isn't it? With a hoping for the result, with a hoping for that, then so that you are already doing doing the accumulating karma wrongly. So due to that, so I was saying like the karma is important for the every like practitioner. Yes. Then I think some people ask something.
The first one is, Guru, could you be kind to educate us what is the best way to deal, avoid, or prevent bad karma explosion?
And prevent?
Yeah, to deal with or avoid or prevent that bad karma is ripening.
Yeah, so yeah, that's a good thing. But like when we are saying the karma, so as I said earlier, karma can be a change. Yeah, karma can be changed. So I think like this is the another thing like important that we should be understanding, because we always blame. It's like common for the Buddhist like society. To blaming on the karma is very common. So that's our karma. So that's our karma. We cannot do anything. So that is like a very that is like very like I think non-Buddhist. I think that is not Buddhist like a way of thinking. Yeah, karma doesn't mean like you cannot change it. Karma means like karma can be changed, yeah, because karma itself is impermanent, because it has accumulated, it is conditioned. Karma is conditioned, yeah. Karma is not a permanent thing. Karma is conditioned by the cause and effect, cause and condition. Karma is yeah. So due to that, so it can be changed. So if you like, especially if you're purifying karma, negative karma, that is the way of like, how to say, eliminating karma to ripen. Yeah, like purifying. Purifying negative karma, especially in the like Mahayana tradition, that we believe like each and every karma can be purified. I mean, negative karma can be purified. Maybe like in the like Theravada school, or like other school, some school, they might be not believing that. So they might be saying like there's a certain karma that until the result is ripen, so it cannot be purified or eliminated. But for the Mahayana tradition, we believe that like karma can be any karma, negative karma can be purified. So due to that, when I explain like Buddha feet has wounded by the thorn, so for the different school, they explain differently. Like for like Theravada school, it's because of his like a negative karma in like a previous life, due to that, so that his feet his feet got wounded. But for the like Mahayana, so it is like all kind of like manifesting, showing the people like if you are accumulating a negative karma, it will give you give you a wrong result, suffering. So this is just to show and manifest it, not it is not really because of the negative karma.
Thank you. And then Janine?
Mm?
Morning, Rinpoche. Thank you for
Yes.
your teachings. I would like to ask, for example, the example with the disciple of the Buddha. I can't really pronounce his name, but he was not able to change his karma in that moment of result when he was beaten to death, for example. Could it then mean that the way that he accepted that he was beaten to death, that was actually the change? So could it be that we have to accept that sometimes what we from our confused mind would say that is a bad thing, like being beaten to death, is actually the change of our karma, let's say?
To change the karma, it is not so it is like finishing, how to say, ripening the karma. It's more like ripening the karma. Number me and devu me is like ripening the karma. So it's a changing karma, of course, like so it is like a more like not changing, it's more like a finishing, yeah. Because like for example, if you have made some kind of the food, maybe like chocolate or anything, so if you eat in it, so it's just like finishing it, yeah. It's a more like that when he got beaten to death means like that karma has ripped on him with that experiencing, then like that karma has finished kind of. Because after the death, he went to that Lame Nyangende. It's like Lame Nyangende. I don't know how to say. Like there is two like formless arhat state. Yeah, formless arhat state. Because before he has a form, yeah, form. So that time, so he can be, so he has ripping all those like karma and experiencing those suffering. After when he finished that experiencing that suffering, then he died, and then like that his form has left it. That he left the form. Then after that, he will never return back to the samsara. Yeah? Then so that is more like Theravada style. Once you reach formless arhat state, you will never come back to the samsara, and you will never rebirth. Maybe in the maybe in the Mahayana school, then we explain that arhat will take rebirth asa, like in a that he has to take rebirth in a the it's like another. It is not really like a form, but it's more like a mental form kind of. So he will take rebirth into the mental form kind of.
One more question, if I can.
Yes.
I understand indeed that some karma will be ripening and we have to experience, let's say, in our outer experience, the result. And could you say something more about then the purification process, what we do, for example, in Vajrayana? Like could we also prevent karma from ripening?
Yes, surely. For the like Vajrayana point of view, so when we are saying like purification, maybe like reciting the Vajrasattva, and then like maybe reciting this like 35 Buddha, that Tungsha Sutra, with the four power. This Topshi is like four power that support and Sunjibuto regret, and then like making promise and like all this kind of with the four power, and then like reciting like Vajrasattva and all those, so it can be purified. And then the like another one way is more like meditating on nature of negative karma itself, meditating of nature of negative karma itself. So this is what we say like Dikwe Rangin Sheko Shabin is like it's like a best like purification.
Thank you. And then I think, Anya, can you ask your question? I will spotlight you also.
Oh, yes. Hello, Rinpoche. My question was about the karmic debt. So maybe you already answered it, but karmic debt, what is it actually? Is it something that we have to repay? And can it be positive and negative? And is purification also a part of that repay? I think I don't understand the concept.
Yeah, karmic debt. Karmic debt means like that we have accumulated a lot of karma, like especially especially negative karma, and then those like harming other people. So then because of that, so it's like a kind of like for example, like if I steal like iPhone now. So then of course so like maybe like this life, so that person cannot do anything to me. So but still, so this is the concept of karma. You cannot run away for the result. Whether you steal now, so like you steal the iPhone from someone, then you cannot run away with that result. Because whether that person can catch you this life or not, so anything, so but still like in the next life and next life, so that depth, kind of the depth is left with you. So this is like a karma that I have to pay back one iPhone to him. Maybe not one iPhone. If I if I steal like one iPhone from him this life, then like next life maybe I have to repay. I have to pay back like 100 iPhone. That and like this kind of the karmic debt. This is like what explaining of the karma. So you cannot run away. So no matter whatever you do, so even if you do good thing also, so this life, if you cannot get the iPhone back or maybe two iPhone back, but in the next life, you can get like 100 or 1,000 iPhone back if you give someone iPhone now. So this is the concept of the karma. Means like a certainty of law of karma law. Yeah.
And that also goes for positive things. So let's say somebody gives me an iPhone. Can I have karmic debt to them also? Like somebody, gifts me something. Same thing?
Yeah, if you if he give you if he give you is like give you, but maybe like if you with a if you make him to give, then you have a debt. Yeah. Like for example, like sometime So you make him feel like if you don't give, so make him feeling embarrassed, kind of. So if you make him feel embarrassed, if he don't give you iPhone and this and that, then I think if he gives you, then it's like that you owe him. So usually that in our worldly term that we said, I owe you. Yeah, it's like that you owe him that debt. So in generally, if he give you, then like if you really make him like good wishes, kind of like, oh, thank you, and he may have a good like a good life or this and that. If you make him a good wishes, that is, I think, is normal. Yeah, I think there is no karmic debt. Yeah.
Then we have Anna is writing something. Rinpoche, how much are we responsible for the conditions influencing how the karma plays out?
Sorry?
How much are we responsible for the conditions that are influencing how the karma is ripening, you know?
Responsible for the karma ripening.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Yeah, of course, like when it comes to the karma, so we are fully responsible, 100% we are responsible, yeah. So this is what karma is talking about, yeah. When we are talking about the karma, it's like so actually maybe I will read that there's one like a statement. So it has mentioned Dode Le Japa. I think that Dode Le Japa means like a sutra called the 100 Karma. Dode Le Japa. In that sutra, it has mentioned Leni Salaya Mimi, Chula Mimi, Simbipu Nabrashipa Bajila Mimi, means like that karma will not ripen on the stone or anything. So it will ripen only on that that your skanda, which is connected with the mind. So which means like so like no matter like so whatever that we are experiencing, it's because of our karma, yeah. Because then so ripening karma means like if you are not capable, if you are not purifying it, then it will ripen, no matter whether sooner or later. Maybe that also depend on the karma itself. If you have karma which has very strong powerful karma, maybe it might be ripened more swiftly, more quickly. So maybe like if that karma is very less powerful, maybe it might be ripened in maybe after many lives. So it's like totally like so we are ourselves is the fully responsibility for the ripening karma or accumulating karma. Everything is we are the responsible for oneself. Yeah. So it is yeah, it is that is why I was saying like karma is very like encouraging to like to do a good thing, because like if you take responsibility for everything whatever you are experiencing, then like you will take responsibility for like your like a bad experiencing also, yeah. Because like most of the time we don't take responsibility for our like all those non-pleasant experience, yeah? Because we think, oh, I didn't do it, it happens because of some other like some other people, some other like maybe like outside situation. But the one thing is like even for the Buddhism that no matter whether your self experience and then like those all the external world like a mountain, tree, and sun, moon, these are also related with your own karma also. So I think like this is very important to understand it, because we think like of course like maybe so they might be more understandable to take responsibility for like your own experiences, like your own like whatever you're experiencing, but we will not surely we will not take responsibility for all the external thing. Yeah, we think, oh, it is because of the external condition, so we have nothing to, I have nothing to do, I didn't do it, I didn't make it. Yeah, but for the Buddhism we are saying like you take rebirth into this realm and this city, maybe like this country, because of your karma, that you have a same like a collective karma with other people, those who was born in this country or this world. So due to that, you all have experiencing this world and this country. You are all experiencing it. Yeah. So due to that, no matter like external, internal, yourself.
It feels like his electricity is gone. Let's just wait a little bit.
Arne, you already answered, so I don't need to ask anything.
All your 3 questions are answered?
Yeah, I think, yeah. Thank you.
So we are creating something in the mind, but are we creating a karma when we're doing even on an inanimate object?
Yeah, so maybe I would say like this, as we said like that karma is action. So like then whether you are like doing to the other sentient being, or like whether you're doing to the any object, but still that you are performing that action, isn't it?
So can you give an example, like in your understanding, that how in this case can the karma ripen when we're doing it on an inanimate object? Like how do you see it? Like how does it come back?
Yeah, for example, like I would say like because karma is actually like according to the this Mahayana thinking, that karma is a action of mind, yeah, because physical and speech, so it is just not that important for the Mahayana tradition, because this is just these two are just a reflection of the mind only. Because the one who is really performing, who is really doing, is your mind. Your mind saying that hit that person or that door or anything, that then your hand or your feet must be kicking or hitting it. Yeah. So due to that, but still that like in your mind, in your mind has already has a negative emotion arising, isn't it? Anger. Negative emotion is arising because like whether it is to the like sentient being or like object, but your mind has already risen that negative emotion. So then already a negative action is there, isn't it? negative, like how can I say that, like negative action, yeah? Because then, so which will create, which will collect the habit, and so it will keep in your. So maybe I will not talk about alaya and all those things, but like it's in your mind. So the tendency that you are building up, yeah. Because when we are saying like all this like suffering and all this are actually kalor rangsim chasi sai ji sui ji messenger the kan dixim yimba to be some. It's like in a like Bodhisattva that it has said like all this like this burn that that you are burning and ascension being into the hell realm. All this nobody makes it. Yeah, nobody has created that. It is your own that negative mind, negative emotion. So you are experiencing it. So I think, so I would say that like, of course, it is maybe like apparently that we see like we are not harming any sentient being. So like, and especially the door and all these are like all this so they don't have a feeling, yeah. So you are not hurting them. So why will accumulate negative karma? But somehow that your action itself is negative, so which will like imprint or I think collect the tendency.
Thank you, Rinpoche.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't see any more questions in the chat.
Okay.
Yes, sorry. Can I still ask a question? Do we have time for a question?
Yes, please.
Good afternoon, Rinpoche. I'm jumping on what you were just saying, to know whether you said before that when we do an action, how was it? When we do an action, sorry, I don't get it anymore. Even if there is an obstacle to an action, there is no result. But then you just said that the intention is also very important. So, I mean, even if there is no action, since there is an intention, then there is still karma produced, right?
Yes. Because I said that like there is two type of karma. One karma can be surely ripping up. Like another karma, which is like if you meet the obstacle, so it will not give the result. Yeah, I said that.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah,
that was at
like,
that point.
If it meets with the obstacle, then it will not give the result. When
Exactly.
we are saying like that, like for example, for the negative karma, if you like purifying negative karma, then so of course like it will not ripen. Yeah, if you purify negative karma, it will not ripen. Then for the positive also, like if you like did something good karma, but like if you get angry and all those things, so again like it will destroy your all your karma. Yeah, it will destroy your. So due to that, I was saying like sometimes the karma can give the result, but like some karma has a more powerful, it will surely give you a result. So that is like more likely like Theravada school. It's like more like a fixed in the like Theravada school. But like in a like a Mahayana school, so it is not really fixed like that, because each and every karma can be purified, whether no matter how strong negative karma it is, but it can be purified. Yeah, because usually when we explain all this karma and all those things, so we explain many of the time from the Abhidhamma Kosha. So like Abhidhamma Kosha, then like which is like mostly based on this like Theravada school. Yeah, Theravada school. That especially like Vaibhashika school, yeah, especially Vaibhashika school. So it's then like then sometime we call, yeah, we use the different texts, like sometime like Rinchen Tewa, like Uma Rinchen Tewa is like garland of precious. Yeah, out of the precious garland.
Precious garland, yeah. Ratnavali, no?
Yeah, it's by Nagarjuna. By Nagarjuna. So like we use like a different text to explain the karma, but like most of the time, so when we're talking about the karma and all those things, so Abhidhamma Kosha, we based. Okay.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, sure, please.
But in order for Vajrasattva practice to be effective, it has to be done with a calm, concentrated mind, or because we are as normal or ordinary beings, we have agitated mind and disturbed mind. So how can this Vajrasattva practice work in a mind like that?
So usually like obviously it is best if you can have like a calm and like a concentrated mind. So even if you cannot have that kind of the mind also, then like another way is like with the full like especially now when you are asking about this like Vajrasattva purification, it's more connected with the Vajrayana. Yeah, Vajrayana. So for the Vajrayana, devotion is the key point. Devotion. Yeah, devotion is the one key point of the blessing. So then like with like a fully devotion to the your guru, and then inseparable with the Vajrasattva, if you practice it, even if you cannot really have like a very concentrated and maybe like not how to say like that calm mind, but with a full devotion. So if you have, then like that does also work. Because it is not when we are saying the devotion, so even if you cannot have that state like strong devotion from the beginning till end, also if you have a very short period of the time at the beginning, then like that will also work. Because like devotion, having devotion that remaining on that state is also difficult, yeah, because remaining on that state for the having fully devotion is also difficult, even for the short period at the beginning. With that, then if you decide, so that is also okay. Of course, like then like another way is like because since you said cannot have this calm and calm and concentrated mind, otherwise you can so you can contemplate it on nature of the like nature of the negative karma also. So that will also work. Because if you think like where is this like negative karma, where it comes from, what it is, and if you look about the nature of that negative karma itself.
And what is devotion?
Devotion means like simply having confidence, like having fully confidence. That so it's like you are the one that who can guide me, who can lead me. So you can liberate me from the suffering and from the anything. So having a fully confidence that you are the one who can do that. So if you think inseparable with your guru and Vajrasattva, that is the devotion which I mean. It's like another form is trust. Devotion is another form of the trust. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, welcome.
Okay, there somebody's writing in the chat that he or she wishes to have like a Vajrasattva retreat online, you know, for karmic purification in a group setting, if you think that could be a good idea.
Okay. So we can think. Okay.
Other than that, I don't see any question.
Okay. Then good. Then so we will do dedication prayer.
Okay. Shall I do it or do you want to do it?
Yeah, please, you do.
By this merit, having attained omniscience and defeated the enemy of wrongdoing, may I free all beings from the ocean of existence with its tumultuous waves of birth, old age, sickness, and death. Just as the heroic Manjushri who knows everything as it is, and as Samantabhadra likewise did too, just so to follow all of them and train myself, I perfectly dedicate these meritorious actions. May the precious Supreme Bodhicitta arise in those in whom it has not arisen. Having arisen, may it not diminish, but ever expand more and more. As long as space remains and as long as the world remains, may I too remain to elevate the suffering of the world.
Okay, so thank you, everybody. Then have a
Thank you,
good
Rinpoche.
and have a good
Good to
evening.
see you.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Rinpoche. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rinpoche.
Thank you, Arne.
Thank you, Rinpoche.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Arne,
Arne.
also.
Thank you all. I think Rinpoche left this virtual building already. So have a nice day.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Good to see you guys.
Thank you, Arne, for organizing this also.
Yeah,
Anytime.
please continue doing
Thank
that.
you.
Ciao.
Thank you. Thank you.